Oh, 5 o'clock and we've finished work at EV City. 5 o'clock as the sun sets. But imagine if there was somewhere where it's still summer, where it's safe and warm in LA. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Hey, what's that behind me? Welcome to Los Angeles for Joyrides with Jordan, California. I'm going to be driving all over California, Nevada, Arizona, Los Angeles, then on to Vegas, then on to San Francisco. Let's see if these electric cars are any good for a road trip, especially a dream road trip of a lifetime. Ta-da! We've got a grey one today. Now, of course, the most fun thing, I'll be driving on the wrong side of the road, steering wheel on the left. What could go wrong? It's just everything's completely backwards. I'm used to being over there where my bag is. But I've logged in, I've got a profile saying Jordan. I've got my favourite Spotify playlist called California to put me in the mood. LA is a great big freeway. Put 100 down and buy a Tesla. No, seriously, these things are everywhere. It's going to be pretty hard to keep account, but we can always do an exaggerated version as we go along. We're here at the Peterson Automotive Museum. It's got lots of classic cars, but in particular I'm here to see the Tesla exhibit with some unreleased cars. Tesla Cybertruck, coming soon this year. All stainless steel and hard angles. Just for you, Mark Buckingham, the Tesla tow bar king. Boop! I've touched the Cybertruck. The Tesla Semi. This is the Tesla Roadster. 0 to 60 miles an hour in 1.1 seconds. So let's say 1 second to 100 kilometers an hour. About 1,000 kilometers range on a battery. I'm going to be my usual self, keeping it cool, calm and collected. I won't make a big deal.
This Australian guy came up to us. He was just talking so much.
Super annoying and super clingy.
Salespeople, eh? So, how does it feel driving in California? Well, there are a lot of maniacs on the road. It feels a bit like riding with your wrong hand, if you're right-handed riding with your left hand. But the difference being the other hand's coming at you when they're doing like 100 kilometers an hour, which they call 60 miles an hour freedom units, and they will kill you. So yeah, it's fun. It's pretty amazing just being here in California and seeing the sights, seeing the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Long Beach, California. Not bad. Welcome to California, the Long Beach Tesla Supercharger. My first time using the little Tesla one, now called the North American Charging Standard, which pretty much every maker in America is going to. Itty bitty little thing. So yeah, A-okay. These are superchargers within about 100 kilometer range of around me. The red numbers show how many are available, 48, 26, 12. The grey clocks show you may have to wait. Got a Rivian behind me, we don't have those in New Zealand. This is representative. I was just walking down one street, I looked down, saw 1, 2, 3. It's almost like they're the most popular car here. Woo! Looking cool. Space Shuttle Endeavour and SpaceX, Elon Musk's other company. They've actually got a really clever sign here. If you tailgate and follow in behind an employee, you can sneak through to the secret Tesla Design Center at the back, where they work out how to make cars out of stainless steel. I mean, who would do that? Back to the Future one. This is the Marty McFly house. They come out and then... Roads where we're going, we don't need roads. And next door, like everywhere in California, another Tesla. Los Angeles has been amazing, but let's keep on driving for about 4 hours on to Las Vegas. Baker, it's currently 110 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 43 degrees real temperature. It's 43 degrees Celsius. I know why they call it Baker, it's that you've opened the oven door. Oh. We've made it here to Las Vegas. I'm staying at Luxor, a giant black glass pyramid. I'm here for 4th of July Independence Day, and you know what that means. Oh yeah, heading out on American Independence Day in Las Vegas, the most partying town. Now, surely what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I'm sure a vegan who is a moral aversion to gambling and doesn't drink can have a hell of a time. Hey, yes sir, please your finest tap water and I'll hold the tip. Well, it's in the morning. I've made it through the 4th of July Independence Day. Now here I'm at the Link, the high roller. The high roller is actually a giant Ferris wheel. You can see that behind me. It is colossal. It takes 45 minutes to do a whole turn. We're here getting a quick top up before driving to the Hoover Dam, a hydroelectric power station. And then the Grand Canyon, one of the wonders of the world. It's only a mere 41 degrees today, but even on a comparatively chilly day, the Hoover Dam's still pretty impressive. And if you see this metal grate here, we can do a tour and pop down inside of it and have a look.
He took us to the east.
This is looking through the Hoover Dam. Wow, that is just incredible. We've got some pretty cool dams around New Zealand, but yeah, the Hoover Dam's pretty special and it's my favourite place that I've visited so far in America. We've got one other special place though, continuing off Arizona way. Let's see what it's like. All these Joshua tree things, they're like a cabbage tree and a flax bush and a, I don't know, monkey puzzle tree. I'm here at the Grand Canyon and it's an incredible view. A couple of helicopters flying around and they're just insignificant compared to the depth and the size of the Grand Canyon. What an amazing place to experience. I'll head back to Las Vegas for the night and then on to part 2 of our journey. Los Angeles to San Francisco, cruising up the Pacific Coast Highway. Then I'll head inland and visit the world's largest supercharger. A squirrel, Santa Monica. Wow. Got my money's worth now. So I'm here at the Santa Monica Superchargers where they've got 62. They've even got their own special waiting lounge. There's a special code I won't show. There we go. The door magically opens. We've got bathrooms and this thing called Farmer's Fridge. So if you ever wanted a bunch like salad in a jar, the usual soft drinks and things, that's kind of cool for a charging station. We could definitely do with this in New Zealand. And having all of these 62 units, it's just surely only a matter of time until rural New Zealand gets this kind of infrastructure. Well, maybe when we've got a population of 40 million people and every 5th car seems to be a Tesla. Next to you, skies so blue in Malibu. Well, actually, Miley, it's kind of grey and a little bit cold today, but, you know, it's the thought that matters. A bit like my singing. Thousand Oaks, California, a nice town just north of Malibu. And for a bit of fun, let's check out the world's quickest car. Ready? Okay. Oh! Oh boy. Look at this. Tesla Kettleman City with a lounge, solar panels. And check this out, they've even got a proper lounge. So you saw the other one in Santa Monica, which is quite small. So there is actually a hidden code, already done the code. Got a dining area. Got an ad for solar panels here, the Tesla Solar and the Powerwall, the battery storage. They've got a barista area. vending machines and a quiet area where you can work in cubicles and things. You get cool Cybertruck hoodies and things for the little kids. They don't have this in an adult size, unfortunately. I asked for it in XL. Got baristas here. I got a Model X cup. Pretty cool, Tesla Kettleman City. Kalinga, California, the world's largest supercharger. 98. And these 98 superchargers are actually hosted at a cattle ranch, the Harris Ranch. 100,000 cows on this cattle ranch. And it's an amazing place. It's got an amazing swimming pool, but it's kind of famous for the smell of all those animals. And in the middle of the night, the kind of stench kind of walks in. It's described as a horrible stench or, quote, a good honest American smell. Now, onwards to Silicon Valley and San Francisco. And finally, you can stop squinting at that sun. And here I am at the Tesla factory in Fremont, California. It's pretty neat to be here, which is where all the American Teslas are made. And if you've seen a Model S and Model X in New Zealand, it's all made here. All our newer 3s and Ys come from China now, and they're better made. It's pretty cool to be here at the mothership. And I've even done something a little bit nerdy. I've brought along this little guy. This is a cork from the first Leading the Charge. So the first Leading the Charge road trip in New Zealand, driving from the North Island to the South Island in a couple of electric cars.
We made it! Yay! We're at the bluff! Woohoo! Hey!
This was popped open. This is the wine bottle cork, and I brought it here with me as a little sort of souvenir of the first electric road trip in New Zealand. I've taken on my own little road trip now, all the way here to Fremont, to the manufacturing headquarters of Tesla. 1, 2, 3 in the front, another 4 and 5 in the back. It's amazing just how many Tesla there are. So this house has got 2, the neighbours have got 2. These things are everywhere. Welcome to San Francisco. I've ditched the Tesla and I'm currently on a boat heading over there to Alcatraz Island, the famous island prison. Alcatraz Prison. It's a pretty hard looking place to be inside, but some of them even managed to get out. They must have watched Shawshank Redemption and tunneled through the wall like Andy Dufresne. Now, we all know that Dunedin is the world's steepest street. We know how that all went. But can we compete with San Francisco, the world's crookedest street? 8 of these hairpin corners. Can a Tesla handle it? Come on man, a Prius, a shame smashing it. Just follow this black Tesla, it seems to know what he's doing. This has another bend. What a surprise. It's not the most original at this point. Stick the landing, boy. The San Francisco Botanic Gardens had a New Zealand section. It's kind of neat seeing exotics like Pahutakawa, Remu, flax bushes. Made me feel a bit homesick. But the most exciting part was seeing hummingbirds. See the size of the flax flowers for comparison. They like flax flowers. I was going to take the flax out of my own garden, but maybe I'll leave it now. Attract some hummingbirds to Christchurch. Hummingbirds here in the New Zealand gardens. How cool is that? Well, I was planning on ending this video by the Golden Gate Bridge, and I promise it's still behind me. Maybe I can fix this in post-production. I was also going to make the joke that I got a little bit sunburnt yesterday, so yeah, I'm about the same colour as the bridge. Not that you can see the bridge, that fog is about as white as I am. And the second tower, it's a bit sunnier over here on the Marin side. Look at that, yeah! You can actually see! Thanks very much for watching another episode of Joyrides with Jordan, California. It's going to be hard to top this one. I've driven all the way across California and Arizona and Nevada. It's been great fun. The Tesla Model 3, as always, is the star of the show. It makes it easy on autopilot. Driving on the wrong side of the road is very confusing, especially if you're a bit dim-witted like I am. But we made it in the end, and no crashy. Rule number 1, no crashy. Achieved. Well, old buddy, here's one for the road. Thanks for keeping me safe. I don't know how to thank you enough. Well, I guess I could stand on the streets of Los Angeles and rap about electric cars.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Straight out of Battery, crazy mother vegan named Jordan, from the gang called EV City. We're selling EVs out the box, daily, yo, weekly, monthly and yearly. Ditch fossil fuels, see clearly that I'm down with cars and electricity. Boy, I love range anxiety. 50% state of health, the battery sawed off. Squeeze 100 k's an hour, range halved off. Love my Leaf, even though it's gone flat early. You better believe, boy, I'm straight out of Battery.
I'm straight out of Compton.